The sequel is going to be directed by Joaquin Dos Santos, who did Avatar: The Last Airbender and the Netflix Voltron series.
That's good. That's good. Because Voltron's good.
Automatically sold.
Yeah, because Voltron's good. If you haven't seen the Voltron series,
that Voltron reboot's fantastic.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the Netflix Voltron series, you should go see it because it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, please. If you haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, sort your life out and go watch it. They're also remaking that on Netflix. It's also this sequel is going to be written by David Callahan, who did The Expendables and Wonder Woman 84. Which this is the interesting part for me in this one, because he was tapped for an MCU movie not that long ago. I've been told that's kind of folded, and that movie's not going to happen. Well, I don't know what that movie was supposed to be. I don't think we ever will find out. Maybe one day. He's been shifted from Marvel Studios over to Sony Animation. Not that I think it's going to be a bad thing, but just the director on it alone. So I'm already sold on this.
Sort your life out.
What's chat saying now?
I've never seen Voltron and only a few episodes of Avatar. We don't acknowledge their shortcomings. I'll just berate Discord later on. Slap them. But as Tristan rightly pointed out, we also have a spin-off, which people really should have seen coming. I'm surprised at who they're looking at for at least one of them anyway.
What, the characters?
Yeah, because we got Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman.
Just before you get into that, it is it's a full female team.
Yeah.
I know people hate the idea of that because somehow it's political, whatever, but it's an all-female Spider-Woman team. So you can...
it's Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, Madame Web, Spider-Girl, and Silk. And I'm like, so they're gonna take out Spider?
I assume so, yeah.
Yeah, for Madame Web, and I'm like...
I say Madame Web's the weird one for me.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm like, why would they put her in there?
Because
usually in every continuity, she was just an overseer to the other spiders. She didn't really do anything.
Yeah, because me and Discord were talking about this yesterday when this came out, and it's she's just that telepathic, clairvoyant character. She doesn't really do much.
Yeah, she's just she's basically just an overseer to tell them what they should be doing.
Yeah, which I suppose you could use her to connect everything, even though you haven't really got connected because Spider-Gwen's in this and it's clearly a spin-off. But you can flesh out this multiverse a bit more. It's here's the web of life. I'm not the first Madam Web. I won't be the last one. There's many more, and there has been many more.
Yeah.
So I suppose from that angle, it's interesting. I doubt she'll be a member of the team running around the multiverse. She'll just be the little hookup.
Yeah, and then with that, to add, I don't want to say add a little bit more confusion is which version of Spider-Woman and Spider-Girl they're gonna go with.
That's a very good question. I'd imagine who was the Spider-Girl in the new cartoon?
I think it was
on the posters. Was it Anya?
Yeah, it's Anya.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'll be her because in cartoon.
It's because Anya, she's been Spider-Girl on I think another Spider-themed alias too. From the comics, they make her go back and forth, but for right now, she's back to being Spider-Girl, but using the original Spider-Woman's costume or a variant of it.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, chat. Anya Corazon or Corazon. I can't pronounce it.
Joe, if I even try to do the Spanish pronunciation, Joe would probably kill me.
Yeah. Anya Corazon, yeah. So that's what I'm sticking with. So yeah, I'd imagine it's her. I'd also imagine Spider-Woman's Jessica Drew. What other one could you realistically do?
Let's see. For Spider-Woman, there is Mayday Parker.
I thought Mayday was a Spider-Girl.
The writers can't make up their minds.
No.
Because if you go back to Spider-Verse, that's not near the end.
changed her name again to Spider-Woman with the variant of her original suit, and then in Spider-Geddon here, she went back to Spider-Girl. So yeah, that's why I'm like, technically, they could have Mayday Parker in there.
Yeah, because when this news initially came out, my initial thing was like, oh, they're gonna have Mayday Parker, because why wouldn't you have the daughter of Peter Parker in there? Jessica Jones, obviously Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider. I don't know if they're called it that, actually. I don't know what she's called in this.
Well, it all depends, because Ghost Spider is relatively new, and it isn't a new code name either. Surprise, surprise! Peter had that name.
Was it? Did he have Ghost Spider? Or was
yes, he had a variant of, I think it was I think originally it was Ghost Spider, and then it changed to Spirit Spider at one point. Because they had because I was actually looking this up, and Peter had a lot of different aliases or spider-themed aliases. So if you picked one, Peter probably had it.
Yeah. So every Spider-Man to exist is just an alias of Peter Parker they spun off.
Yeah.
Maybe not the Indian one, because that'd have been hella rich.
Yeah.
So yeah, Silk being in there as well is it's about time Silk got some love. Where has she been? I can't remember seeing Silk for years.
Okay, well, the last time she was appeared, she was gonna be a secret agent, and she appeared in some issues of Totally Awesome Hulk, and I think a couple Avengers issues. I think. Other than that,
so a while ago.
Yeah. Other than that, nothing.
That's a shame, because Silk's probably one of the better new Spider characters they've made in recent years.
Yes, no. I know what they're going for in Spanish. It's just that if I pronounce it, Joe might get mad, saying that's not how you pronounce it in Spanish.
Joe's just gonna come in yipping the Spanish and
yeah,
I'm gonna get too racist with that. But...
Yeah, because I know the Spanish, what it means in English, so you don't have to do that.
I didn't actually know it meant Spider Heart.
No, I'm gonna do it anyway. It says corazón is Spanish. Is Spanish for heart, or loved one.
Yeah, I agree, Chad. Gail Simone should write a Silk book. I'd 100% read that. But yeah, it's nice that Silk's actually gonna get some love in the movies.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she wasn't in the original one.
Yeah.
It's funny saying the original one when it hasn't technically come out yet.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So is it gonna be from that? Is she gonna be from? I'm just putting out there because we don't know that much of the synopsis yet. Is she gonna be from that one Peter's universe that comes to Miles's?
I'd imagine she would. If she's gonna kind of stick to how she is, that would make the most sense. And it's also another nice little tie to connect to everything else, just outside of Spider-Gwen. I suppose you could just go all out and be like, oh, she's not dependent on the man. We can't have those female roles anymore, so let's just make her the spider of her own universe. That'd be, I'd be fine with that, but it could really. At this point, I imagine it'd go either way.
Let's see.
Lauren Montgomery is, I believe, she's in negotiations currently to. I think is it direct, or is she writing this thing? Oh no, she's in negotiations to direct it. She also worked on the Voltron series. She did Batman Year One, the animated movie, along with Superman, Batman Apocalypse with the DC. So yeah, she's in negotiations to direct. Beck Smith, who wrote episodes of the CBS show Zoo, is, I believe, they've actually got her to write the script for it. So they're a decent way along with these movies. They've had confidence in what Lord and Miller's done.
Yeah, I guess they have confidence in what they built up, and now they're gonna try and keep the ship steady instead of ramming into an iceberg over and over again.
Which, Sony, can we just have the animated Spider-Verse movies and leave the Sumk alone? Let's put the Sumk to the side. We don't need the Sumk universe. Let's just have the animated Spider-Verse. It's what everyone wants. It clearly got a far better reception. It might not make as much money as Venom, but...
So depending on how this is, that's why I'm thinking why would they drop Spider from this, because it looked like she could be like a fan favorite, even though like the style that she is kind of like, oh, I don't want to be like mean, but like dated, because from what they had her design like, it was like early, I want to say like maybe mid 90s to early 2000s manga style.
What, for Penny Parker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, because from what I've read of the reactions, I haven't seen a lot of people mention her. Like, it's more mainly just like Miles. Like, this story is.
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying, like, you know, like people can like, because other than Miles, people were like Spider-Ham.
Yeah, Spider-Ham, I imagine, would be the standout, but I don't know. It could be nice if they put Penny in there, but at the same time, like, let's, you know, put one aside and have room for more, sort of thing. Like, no, let's do something different. Like, let's just not bring in everyone. Oh, like, let's show that there's way more female spiders.
You say that, people were complaining that Spider-Man 2099 isn't in the movie.
I mean, true. All I say to that really is, you know, that you can only have so many people in a long time, and it's not like they're ever going to stop making these movies.
I know, but it's funny because they're like, they put Noir in there, but not 2099. This is blasphemy.
I mean, to be fair, it's quite surprising that 2099 wasn't in here. I'd imagine Penny Parker took 2099's spot, or maybe even Spider-Ham. I think the main three of like Peter, Miles, and Gwen were solid. Yeah. Like, I suppose you got like different generations. Like, you know, Spider Noir is an older Spider concept, and then like Spider-Ham's not that recent. But
well, he was made like I want to say like mid 1980s for the slapstick humor. So,
was it really?
Yeah.
I thought he was newer than that.
Mid 1980s.
When was Spider-Man Noir then? Was that just 90s or?
That one's recent. I think it was. I want to say like 2000s.
Oh, well, then I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to Spider-Man.
Yeah. No, because the only reason I remember...
Flip what I said there.
Well, the only reason I remember...
Spider-Ham's the older one, and
the only reason I remember is from what happened with when they first revealed the trailer, where on Twitter, people were saying, oh, now they're just, you know, making anything a Spider-Person, even, you know, Spider-Ham, and then you got people, well, actually... Spider-Ham was created first before many of the other characters because he was in the 1980s.
That's an interesting little nugget. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, what I was kind of trying to get at still implies, you know, you've got the older one, you've got a newer one, and then you've got a brand new one.
Yeah. And
then you've also got your main treats. I can imagine that's how they're going to handle this team. Like, you keep the core three, then you've got three others you can just like pick from different eras. So like, I imagine 2099 would take that Noir spot, and then they'll get another one. And if they make a new Spider-Person, put your money on them showing up in Penny's spot in the sequel. Unless they all keep them in the sequel, then who knows? But yeah, I'd imagine 2099 is going to be like a core focus of the sequel for it. Because why wouldn't you go to the future with everything?
Yep, and change up the style, the art style too. So
exactly. You know, even though they've got kind of like a futuristic look to everything now. Yeah. All the neon, so it'd be interesting to see how they take.
Well, yeah, because it does look like a futuristic, but even I look at it, it's still like more modern to me in a way.
Yeah. Does Iron Man have an animal version? I think he does.
Yes, he does, but I don't remember what it is in Spider-Ham's universe. Because like everyone in Spider-Ham's universe is an animal. They're not all pigs. Because I know, like, even for like. I don't know if it's the same, but in some of the Ultimates run, there is Miles version of it. And it's I think it's he's also a pig, but I forgot what his name was. His name was Miles something, but it was like
that's it. Thank you, chat, pointing that out. There's the Iron Mouse from Earth 8311. When was that made? I wonder. Is that still going to be from the 80s? Yep. Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham, #3, 1985. So yeah, Iron Mouse. It's kind of just look at like any cartoon mouse from like the Wallace and Gromit sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was that they wanted to make something slapstick, so they made that.
Yeah, I mean it's fun, you know. Maybe I don't know if they go into like the Spider-Ham universe in this movie, but it'd be a nice little Easter egg to have.
I mean, well, he did allude to it because in that trailer he goes, "Do pig universe talk in this universe? Because I don't want to break them out."
Yeah.
I can't wait for this to see this movie, man. Even though I think I've got to wait longer than you guys have because animated movies hate European countries.
No, not all. It's mostly the ones not Disney that that are longer to come to you guys, because most of the Disney ones there are usually out first overseas than here.
So the main one I point to is Big Hero 6. We got that like 2 months after you.
Yeah.
It was
I think that one's like one of the outliers, because I was kind of expecting you guys to get it first.
I mean, I would have thought, because the way the trend's going, like overseas get things first. Like look at Avengers, we got that like we were supposed to get it a week before. There's a couple of days, but
it's a mix saying that the Spider-Verse comes out the same day. So it's just.
Oh, was it the same day? Oh, that's cool.
So it's just a matter of hours, I guess.
Yeah. But anyway, I think we've spoken about the Spider-Verse enough. We're going to go on to a little bit of DC talk.